Ladies and gentlemen, and this is another segment of Motivational Monday, and as Eric Thomas would say, bring it up, Motivational Monday, and I am your host, Will Martel. Now, let's start off by saying I hope each and every one of you have had an awesome weekend. I know that I did, and I know that my friends in the surrounding areas, have had an awesome weekend as well. And I hope you guys have too, as I said before. Now, let's get down to it. Has there been a situation in your life where you thought that you would never ever come up from? That when you were down and out, that you would never get up? That when you thought that the darkness has come over your life, where you think that the light will never, ever shine again? I know each and every one of you have been through it. I have. Everyone that I've ever known, have had that. So now I ask you, are you ready to come from the abyss and take your life back? I say yes. I say that each and every one of you have the ability to rise up and take back what's rightfully yours, which is your life. No one can do it except for you. No one in this entire world, on this planet, could do it except for you. Now, I was in a situation roughly about 5 years ago where I thought that the darkest times was going to last. I thought that my situation at that time was so grave that the place where I was before, facing not only a toxic relationship, but in all of that, I had to fight racism as well. Did I ever think that I was going to get out of that situation? I lie awake at night, no sleep, afraid of what the next morning was going to bring. And that's the thing about a bad relationship, folks, ladies and gentlemen, that you never know what the next day is going to bring. And I'll get into that probably in another video or two from now. But I thought I would never come out of it. You know what happened? One day, I woke up, I looked around, and it had to take a final confrontation between me and this other person to realize that it was going to be them, her, or me. I chose me. So let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You can take your life back. Only you have the power to do it. And it's up to you to get up and say to yourself, look in the mirror and say, I will take my life back. You have to believe that one day you are going to get enough strength together to say, I am going to take my life back. And today, folks, if you're going through a situation where you don't think that you'll make it, that you don't think that you will come out of it, I got news for you. You will come out of it and you will survive. I did, and billions of people around the world have done the same thing. They have come from the toughest abyss in their lives, and they made it. So can you. You can do it. And the only thing that you have to do today, starting today, is say, I'm going to take my life back because I did. I chose me. That's what you got to keep saying to yourself if you are going through a situation where you don't think you'll survive it. You have to say, I choose me. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Only you have the power to change it. Only you have the power to come through a bad situation, come out on the other side, and help someone else. This is why I'm doing this video, because I kind of felt, hey, you know what? I've come through the worst times possible in my life. I was in a bad relationship 5 years ago. Toxic to the second power, which I've written in my book, Surviving the Game. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that had to be the single most difficult thing that I had to ever sit down and write, because I had to relive that entire situation over again. But I really felt if I relive this situation over, who can it help if I set that example out there? Who can it benefit? That's what I thought about. And when I wrote that book, I felt one thing, that if one person read it, it didn't have to sell a lot of copies. Understand me, it didn't have to sell a lot of copies. It didn't have to be a world's bestseller. But if it helped one person out there to be careful of online dating, I was a happy man. But remember, you have to choose you. You have to make the decision today to take your life back. I'm Will Martel, and this has been Motivational Monday, and I will be back here on YouTube next week with another inspirational message. Until then, remember this: every day above ground is a good day. Thank you very much.